So going back to my last post where I said you should always wait 24 hours before you respond to a situation that didn't necessarily work out in your favor. And a story I have behind this is, so I work in business to business sales. Most of my clients are custom home builders and architects. So it's a relationship based sales model where I have relationships with these clients because they're building house after house after house after house. So you want to capture the business and get to know these people really well, make them feel comfortable, make them trust you because you're going to be working with them potentially for years. And so you're not going to get every single job, right? That's ultimately the goal. But sometimes you have situations where maybe this particular design of the house doesn't fit the product that you sell or you manufacture. So they go with a different style of product, whether it's a aluminum window or wood window or whatever. But I've had situations with people that either work for competitors that I've heard through the grapevine or people that I've worked with directly where they don't get a deal for whatever reason. But ultimately, in order to even qualify yourself for the deal, you have to go through the bidding process. So you have to provide quotes for labor, you have to provide quotes for material, you have to do all this stuff. So you do have a time investment involved with these jobs, but you're not guaranteed to get the job. And certain people will, if they don't get the job, they'll like freak out and they'll email the builder, they'll email whoever's involved. It doesn't have to be the builder, but you know what I'm saying? And say like, this is bullshit. Like I put all this work, I put all this effort into this job, blah, 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 blah. Like I did this and that and this and that and the other, just acting super entitled. And the problem is now the builder or the client feels like, I've got this person who, if they don't get the job, then they're going to freak out and they feel entitled to get this work, even if the scope that they were quoting or looking to provide doesn't fit the qualifications of the job, doesn't fit what we actually need. In a lot of cases, when I see this happen, the people are like responding immediately when they found out they didn't get the job, right? And the fact of the matter is if they just waited like 24 hours and like slept on it, they would calm down and they wouldn't be so emotional and they wouldn't make themselves look like a jackass by flying off the handle and sending this stupid email crying about the fact that they didn't get the business. And it's like, dude, you're not going to get every job, right? Like, just say, okay, thank you for the opportunity. Do you have any feedback? Do you have any concerns? Can you provide any information to help me understand why I didn't get the job? You get that feedback, it's constructive. You apply that to the next job if you can, and then you're more likely to get the future business. So don't take things personally and just like slow down and take a minute before you freak out over certain things because it's not going to help you out. And it's crazy how much I see grown men do this when if you stop and think, this is not going to benefit you in any way, shape, or form.